Good morning, Highpoint. It is another wonderful day, and it's another awesome opportunity to get to share a little bit of encouragement with you all this morning. And a lot of times lately, I've been thinking a lot about finish lines. And I've been thinking about the finish lines that we create in our own lives, and how oftentimes they're actually these false finish lines that we feel like are going to make everything better. Maybe you think about, well, once I get this promotion at work, everything's going to be better. Or once my kids get into a good school, everything will work out. Or once my kid gets into this school or makes this team, or when my marriage or my relationship gets to a certain point, everything's going to work out. Everything will be better at that point. Or if you're a kid, maybe it's once I get into this school, or once I get into on this team, or whatever it is. Or all of us over this past year, once we get through this pandemic, everything's going to be better. Then we can really be fine. But you notice, every time we get to that finish line, there's always another one waiting. But what if? We realize that none of those finish lines really give us the satisfaction. They never fix everything in our lives. They never satisfy everything in our lives. There might be a momentary sense of contentment, but there's always more. All of these are false finish lines in our lives because the work is never done until the end of our lives. God always has more for us. No one understood that better than Paul. To live is Christ, to die is gain. He knew that no matter how long he was here on earth, he was alive for a reason. He was alive to spread the message of who Jesus was. He was alive to work and to serve the living God while he was here. And then when his life was over, that was the gain. That was the reward, to be in eternity with him in heaven. But while he was on earth, he was going to continue to work and serve the Lord. That's why in 2 Timothy chapter 4, he talks about, I finished the race, I fought the good fight, and I kept the faith. And on that day, the Lord will then place the crown of righteousness upon me, because that is when I have completed the work that he has set forth for me. You see, while we're still living and while we're still breathing, we still have the opportunity to grow. We still have the opportunity to learn. We still have the opportunity to exist in a place to share the love of Christ with the world. Our faith can continue to grow. The process of sanctification is continuing inside us every day. So not to create finish lines that we feel like are going to make us happy, but to realize that while there is breath still in your lungs, God still has something in store for you to do. Your job here is not done until the end. And on that day, you get to say, I fought the good fight. I finished the race. And I kept the faith. And then we get the crown of righteousness. Then we get to enter into eternity. And that is when we enter into an existence where there's no more pain, there's no more sorrow. There's eternity with our Father in heaven. So as we set goals, I don't want to minimize the idea of setting goals and having things that we want to achieve. But I'm just saying, don't use those as finish lines that you will have made it when that happens. We don't ever get that here on earth. We always are striving more and more to be like our Father, to serve our Father, to love others, and be the people that God has called us all to be. So watch out for false finish lines. And realize there's only one, and it's set before us. And we strain together in community towards that end. Thank you guys so much. Again, we love you guys. We miss you guys. We're always praying for you. Hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.